This is the entire preparation of embossing in just a few minutes. So I'll take backing. If I have hundreds of pieces, I'll lay 4 or 5 layers down and cut it with a knife. But in this case, I'll just do it with the scissors very quickly and I'll prepare my backing. We'll do 4 pieces, and you get your stopwatch out. So put the backing up here, this t-shirt over there. On your mark, get set, go. So you take your garment, with the laser, you find the spot you want to decorate, in this case a left chest. Take your backing, place it down underneath. You can visually check it's in the right spot. Drape your t-shirt on top. Check with your laser guide that you're registered. Tuck in the garment, tuck it in on the table, rotate. Press the foot pedal, start the process over. I'll hold this in my mouth this time. Backing underneath. I'm using a different jig, but I want to show you how long it takes and that there's more than one way to do things right. Tuck this down. The jig prevents the shirt from getting pressed. The embossing machine already came up. The next piece goes in. I pull this piece off. I'm pressing the foot pedal, the embossing is taking place. Throw this in the finish pile, grab a new one, throw it on the machine. The embossing press just came up. Register the garment with the laser. The laser is the tool that makes everything simple. Press it down. The lasers, by the way, are included with the embossing machine. Rotate. Okay. Let's do a sleeve this time, because sleeve is typically harder. There's the crease. The embossing machine is already done on the other side. Lay this down. Register it with the laser. Turn it in. Remove it. These are samples of jobs that we've done, and this would be a classic example of a cotton shirt, garment dyed, and a simple, straightforward embossing. This example of a hoodie. It's actually a live garment. The story behind this was that the job was actually done overseas, and when they washed it the first time, it disappeared. Using the lasers on the machine, we were able to re-register exactly where the hit was and use the Permaboss Bossback material in order to create a garment for this brand that was actually washable and lasted. So there's a true story, and it's something that really works. As opposed to throwing out 30,000 garments, they had a really great product when we fixed it with the Bossback. This was classic because we took screen printing, which is a 5 or 10 or 15 cent decoration. We added the embossing to it. And the trick with this job was every time that we sent out the 400 shirts, we would always put a different logo in. So as you can see, the caption was "Life Without Pavement," but we put in a canoe or a hiker. We put in footprints in the sand, all embossed or debossed inside of the screen printing. And the lasers on the machine enable you to get a perfect hit every single time. We know there's a chronic problem with being able to do a full front embroidery in North America because we simply can't afford the time. So this is a simple trick where we do a large full front decoration and embossing. And as you can see, it's like a seashell, but we did the embroidery after the fact. So here we can sell a full front decoration, but it's a 13-second embossing stage and a very normal left chest-like embroidery, but it's a full front decoration. And that's not possible to do with embroidery unless it's done overseas. And the thing to remember is that you want to be able to do something unique in combination that's difficult for other people, and combining embossing with any of your existing decoration changes everything. Even if you have a single head embroidery machine, you can act like you have a multi-head embroidery machine when you combine it with embossing. Here's an example of where we actually just played around with our logo and we did the embroidery first and then hit it afterwards. And the key is the lasers that come with the embossing machine allow you to register the embroidery perfectly every time. And again, here's another simple method. We took the Jeep logo, but we embossed the tracks in there and we reduced the stitch count, but ended up with a full front decoration. For any climate where there's a cold fall and a winter, this is a critical, very profitable garment. It's a bit challenging sometimes for people to embroider, and it's one of those high-tech soft shell jackets. There's a variety of them out there. So it's a high-tech material, meaning that it's breathable. It